Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to make this video to tell you how exactly you can get a US bank account from your home country irrespective of your location. Now I know that this is something that many people would love to have, because when you have a US bank account you have the opportunity of doing transactions easier. You have less fees when you're paying for conversion for your currencies, and it just makes everything more seamless and just really easy to use. So if you want to learn how to get a US bank account in like 3 easy steps, then you stay to the end of this video. If you're new here, welcome to her online brand. I teach people how to start a done-for-you service-based business profitably and give them the freedom that they want in their lives. So let's get on to it. A US bank account is something that I have wanted for the longest time, and once I figured out how to get it, I was just way too excited not to share. So the first way you can get a US bank account is through Payoneer. Now, Payoneer is a payment solution that is made especially for international freelancers and business owners that are looking for a way to get money from their clients. Now, one of the reasons I love Payoneer, and I have to say I've been using them for the past 3 years, is because they have made it really easy for people to gain access to a payment platform. Now, unlike Stripe that requires you to actually register an LLC in order to gain access with it, Payoneer actually allows you to just access their platform. As long as you have a website, you can explain exactly what your business does, and you integrate with their partner platforms such as Amazon or Upwork or something like Wish, the website, and maybe some of their other affiliate platforms. Now, I love Payoneer because it's really easy, and you also get a card once you've signed up and you've made a minimum of $30 from one of their integrations. You can actually apply to get a card shipped to you. So I currently use Payoneer and I've been using them for the past 3 years. Actually, my card is going to expire really soon and I'm going to get a new replacement. That's how good they are. So it's really easy. There is no barrier to entry. So they have this global payment service that actually gives you bank details for other countries. So such as US, you get a US bank account, you can get a GBP bank account and a card to go with it if you meet the minimum requirement. You can also get a card for Japanese yen and I think some other currencies as well. So it's a really cheap, easy solution, and if you want to check out Payoneer, I'll also leave a link in the description for you to check it out. It's absolutely free. If you use my link, you get $25 when you make your first 1K. All right, the next option you can use to get a bank account, a US bank account, is Transferwise. So Transferwise is also another solution that a lot of freelancers and people use. One of the main selling points of Transferwise is that they have really low fees. Now, I personally use Transferwise to pay some of my team members that are in Nigeria and some other countries, and like in the Philippines as well. And I also use it to send money back home to Nigeria. So I've even heard people use it to pay their school fees, because unlike maybe wire transfers that are more expensive, the transfers using Transferwise are way cheaper, and that is one of their huge selling points. So that is something that you should definitely look out for. You can sign up for a Transferwise account for free. All you need to do is prove where you're located. So you have to have a proof of address, and you have to have an identification, so something like a driver's license or your international passport as well. So once you sign up for a Transferwise account, they have this program called the Global Payment program, where they give you global payment details to different currencies. So you can have a USD account, you can have a GBP account, euros, Canadian dollar, and all that. Now, depending on where you are located, you have access to more or less of these currencies. So for example, I have USD, GBP, I think I have Nigerian naira, I have euros, and some other currencies, Canadian dollar as well. So it's really easy to use, and you can set up a personal account and you can set up a business account. So if you really want to separate your finances between the personal and the business, then it's something that you should definitely look into, and I absolutely love it. Now, before I move into the third option for you to get a US bank account, it is very important that I mention that both Payoneer and Transferwise, the accounts that they give you are not in quote real accounts, in the sense that the accounts you cannot always use them for everything. For example, PayPal does not integrate with Transferwise, and it does not integrate with Payoneer. This is because the account details are virtual, and PayPal has a problem with that, so they really cut off all their integrations, and you can also find this information on their website. Nonetheless, you can actually still use it as a US bank account. You just can't integrate it with PayPal. Now, a platform like Payoneer has lots of integrations for invoicing and checking out payments. So it integrates with Xero for accounting, and it also integrates with something like Paymo. There is Invoice. It also integrates with Invoice Ninja, I believe. And if you're a freelancer that wants to invoice your clients and you want to integrate these platforms so that you'll be able to collect payments for your clients once the work is done, it is really easy and seamless to use. And then if your clients want to pay you, they can also use Transferwise with whatever bank details you're given, and you can transfer the money from Transferwise into your local bank account. The same applies for Payoneer. You can either withdraw with their MasterCard, or you can transfer it into your local bank account. So this makes it really easy, and it's just a seamless option for freelancers and business owners to use. Now, if you want to have access to something like Stripe or something like PayPal, you cannot integrate your Transferwise account or your Payoneer account, which brings the third option, and that is Mercury. So Mercury is a bank account that is a bank that is for people who are like tech startups and founders, and it is really amazing, and that is what I use in my business. Now, the only requirement for you to open a Mercury account is that you have to have a registered business in the US. So for me, I have registered an LLC in the US, which allows me the opportunity to use Mercury. And why I love Mercury is that it integrates with both QuickBooks and Xero for your accounting. It gives you the opportunity of getting up to 15 accounts inside of Mercury, as well as debit cards and credit cards as well. You can also add your team members into Mercury, and they can also be assigned cards. Now, you can also have physical cards and virtual cards. That gives you a whole lot of possibilities for you to use for your business. Now, the only requirement is registering your business as an LLC in the US. And I know that that is one of the biggest things that people are unable to do from outside the US. So I know my friends in Nigeria, my friends in the Philippines, in parts of Asia and all of that, they usually have issues getting their LLC registered in the US. And the good thing is, once you do this registration, you can actually have access to not only PayPal, you can also have access to Stripe. That means you can do your business without any limitations, because I know that Stripe integrates with almost every platform on the planet. So I know that the main question you'll be asking now is, how exactly can I register my business as an LLC so that I can get access to Mercury? So that is why I have created a program called the LLC Formula, and that gives you the opportunity to watch me walk through the process of setting up an LLC. And not just that, I also give you resources for taxes, I give you resources for accounting and bookkeeping, and I also show you exactly how you can register your LLC for a really, really affordable amount. I know that there are lots of YouTube videos and other content out there that tells you how to do the same thing, but most of them I did check them out because I did 3 months of research on this. I noticed that most of them are lacking information. They just tell you what to do without explaining the why behind it. So what ends up happening is that you pay a lot of fees on the back end. Number two, some of these people are scammers. So what ends up happening is that you sign up and they steal your identity, they steal your money, and they steal your credit card information. The third thing is, when you do find legitimate such sources to register your LLC, they are usually expensive. As a matter of fact, I went on call with a couple of agencies and they quoted me $2,000 to register my LLC and an extra $2,000 to get a US bank account. Now, that is a ridiculous amount of money, and that's a lot of money that most people cannot afford when they are starting their businesses, which is why I have packaged everything into the LLC Formula, and you can grab it for just $37. So I'm going to be putting the link in the description. You can grab the LLC Formula and I will show you exactly how to get your LLC up and running for really affordable. Actually, it's less than $200 for you to get your LLC set up. And that is it for this video. So if you want to get access to US bank account, these are the steps that you need to take. So you need to register your business in the US, and you get your EIN as well, which I will show you inside of the LLC formula, and you'll be able to get access to Stripe. You get access to US bank account through Mercury, and you'll be able to get access to US PayPal account. Now, I have to mention that the only other option that you can use to get a US bank account besides these options that I have mentioned is to physically travel over to the US, walk into a bank and register for an account, and we know how much that costs, and that is not cheap, which is why this is the cheapest, most affordable, most reliable source for getting your US bank account. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you like it by clicking the thumbs up, and leaving a comment for me if you have any questions, if you want me to make any other videos, if there's anything else you'd like to know, and I'll be glad to make the video. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.